One, two, three. Thank you for spending time with me. Welcome to What's the Word? This is Paula. So nice to meet you. I really don't like this light in my face, but if I don't have this light on, then you won't be able to see me. So, there it is. Good morning! Welcome to What's the Word? I'm so excited. I wanted to spend today morning a couple minutes with you. Our church is doing a chronological order of the Bible, and I have been doing that, obviously, for 19 chapters. I didn't realize it's been almost 2 years, I think, that I've been doing this. Oops. But actually, 2013 was 23 when we started the Bible, and then we started 2 years was that book. But whatever, it is what it is. So I want to do more, getting into spending time with Jews. Even though it's supposed to be day 19, we're just gonna do it because that's where we are. We are on chapter 19, even though we are only on day 9 of January. So we're 10 days ahead. See how how far we can keep ahead. So, last we left off, we had Abram talking to God and the angels about Sodom and Gomorrah and destroying it. And God said that if he saw at least 10 good people, that he would not destroy it. So, we're on Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. So, if Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed, then that means at least 10 people were not even there. That's very, very sad. And remember, Lot and Abram had to separate because there wasn't enough room on the land, so Lot was closer to Sodom and Gomorrah. So that evening, the two angels to the entrance of oh my goodness. That evening, the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. So how did he know that these were angels, right? That evening, entrance. My lords, he said. He said the same thing. That's how Abraham addressed them, right? Come to my house and wash your feet and be my guest for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again. Oh no, they replied. We'll just spend the night out here in the city square. But Lot insisted, so at last they went home. I don't know what's going on with me today. It's just probably still too early, but either way, I love it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to deal with the tongue twisters. But Lot insisted, so at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them, complete with the fresh bread, made without yeast, and they ate it. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, listen to this. So I would like to I'd like to know more about this these little verses 3, 4, 5, and then so on. What we're about to get into, it's very interesting to me. Please let me I mean, explain it to me. I mean, like, can you explain it to me? It says, but before they retired for the night, all the men, not men, women, and children, just the men of Sodom, young and old men, came from all over the city and surrounded the house. Okay, so I'm confused at one. Like, how does everybody know that they're angels? Do they have like a glowing effect, or like, how does people know that they're angels? So they shouted, "Where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out." And I feel like this is not the word that it's supposed to be. What do you think? Do you think it's supposed to be the yes word? It says, "Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them, so we can spend time with them," I think in the King James Version, so we can have them. So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him. "Please, my brothers," he begged, don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have 2 virgin daughters. So he's willing to give his daughters to a whole crowd of men wanting to sleep with these 2 men. So instead of the 2 men, he'd give his 2 daughters. Let me bring, let me bring them out, and you can do with them as you wish. Can you imagine? Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh my God. But please leave these men alone, for they are my guests and under my protection. Stand back, they shouted. This fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge? We'll treat you far worse than those other men. And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. But the 2 angels, it says Hebrew men also in 19:12 and 16, reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Yep, I just want to make sure we're following along. Alright, right there, to break down the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house. So they gave up trying to go inside because now, they can't see anything. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot. Do you have any other relatives here in the city? They asked. Get them out of this place. Your sons-in-laws, your sons, your daughters, and anyone else, for we are about to destroy the city completely. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord. Can you imagine, say that again. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord. The Lord hears all our prayers. So I'm still, the outcry against this place, like the sadness, the things that people have done to hurt themselves or hurt each other, is so sad. Like when he said Cain and Abel, right? Cain and Abel. Where is your brother? His blood cries out for me from the ground, right? So people's outcry has reached the Lord, and he sent us to destroy it. So he didn't want to destroy the world, but Sodom and Gomorrah, because look at I don't know if they know that these were angels, but the fact that they came to this person's house demanding to take the men that were there to, stay the night, and they're taking them and do whatever they want. And then Lot was willing to give them his 2 daughters to do whatever they want. That's like, I don't know. I think that's really sad. It's a really sad story for this one. So Lot rushed out, now that they told him to leave, Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, "Quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young men thought it was only joking. At dawn the next morning, the angels became insistent. "Hurry," they said to Lot. "Take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here and get out right now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city." When Lot still hesitated, the angel seized his hand and the hands of his wife and 2 daughters and rushed them to safety outside the city, for the Lord was merciful. When they were safely outside the city, one of the angels ordered, "Run for your lives, and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains or you will be swept away." And then, look at Lot even. Remember, Abram was fighting with God, and now Lot even. "Oh no, my Lord," Lot begged. "You have been so gracious to me and saved my life, and you have shown such great kindness, but I cannot go to the mountains. Disaster will catch up to me there, and I will soon die. See, there's a small village nearby. Please let me go there instead. Don't you see how small it is? Then my life will be saved. So why do you think he didn't want to go to the mountaintops and that he would die? And why he knew about the village and why God didn't even, why wasn't that the first option of this village? And the angel said, all right, the angel said, I will grant your request. I will not destroy the little village. But hurry, escape to it, for I can do nothing until you arrive there. This explains why that village is known as Zoar, which means little place. Who knows that? Who knew that, right? Lot reached the village just as the sun was rising over the horizon. Then the Lord rained down fire and burning sulfur from the sky on Sodom and Gomorrah. That is, oh my God. Can you imagine fireballs coming from the sky to destroy where you lived? And it's just like, oh my God, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. It's sad. He utterly destroyed them along with the other cities and villages of the plain, wiping out all of the people and every bit of vegetation. But Lot's wife looked back as she was following behind him, and she turned into a pillar of salt. And why do you think salt? I think of that. Why salt? Salt of the earth, right? Turn to a pillar of salt. Abraham got up early that morning, hurried out to the place where he had stood in the Lord's presence. Remember, they came, right? He looked out across the plain towards Sodom and Gomorrah and watched as columns of smoke rose from the cities like smoke from a furnace. Oh my God, can you imagine the screams and outcries? But God had listened to Abraham's request and kept Lot safe, removing him from the disaster and engulfed the city on the plain. Oh boy, Lot and his daughters. Remember this story? Oh my God! Please explain this to me too. So what is with this chapter of these situations? The men wanting to sleep with the angels. What do you think they would gain by having sex with the angels? It's not like they could have babies together. So what do you think that they would have gained? Why do you think they came there to do what they wanted to do? And Abraham and Lot and his daughters, they should have known, even though it was a small village. Look at afterward, Lot left Zoar because he was afraid of the people there, and he went to live in a cave in the mountains. So he went to Zoar because he thought it was safe, but he left Zoar because he was afraid of the people. And then he went to live in a cave in the mountain with his two daughters. One day the older daughter said to her sister, there are no men left anywhere in this entire area, so we can't get married like everyone else. And our father will soon be too old to have children. Come, let's get him drunk with wine, and then we'll have sex with him, and that way we'll preserve our family line through a father. So why do you think they couldn't have been too far, right? Afterwards, Lot left Zoar. So why didn't the girls just go back to Zoar? Why didn't they go to how far could they have been in the mountains? Because God told them, right? Remember? God told them, go to the mountains. And he said, I didn't want to go to the mountains. But then he went to the mountains anyways with his daughters. It was just the three of them, right? So now they want to have babies. So apparently their dad's the only man for them to have babies, right? So that night they got him drunk with wine, and the older daughter went in and had intercourse with the father, and he was unaware of her laying down and getting up again. And people who have gotten drunk know that could possibly very much be true. I don't drink wine, so I don't know nothing about that, but I've had my days, back in the days, about drinking, and that's why I don't drink anymore. It's just not a good situation. It always ends up very bad. If you know anything about drinking, it's called spirits for a reason, honey, because it's called spirits for a reason. Wine and spirits. Wine and spirits. Yeah, there's a reason. So yeah, and it only took the one time. Can you imagine? How did they know that it only took the one time, right? The next morning, the older daughter said to her younger sister, I had sex with our father last night. Let's get him drunk with wine again, so that you can go in and have sex with him. That way we preserve our family line through our father. So, cousin brothers, sisters, right? Because they're sisters having babies with their daddy. So, think of the cousins, brothers, sisters, like all in one thing. Uncle, grandfather, you know. So that night they got him. Tonight they went and preserved our family line. So that night they got him drunk with wine again, and the younger daughter went in and had intercourse with him as before, and he was unaware of her lying down and getting up again. As a result, both Lot's daughter became pregnant by their own father. Can you imagine? When the older daughter gave birth to a son, she named him Moab. He became the ancestor of the nation now known as the Moabites. When the younger daughter gave birth to a son, she named him Ben-Amah. He became the ancestor of the nation we now know as the Ammonites. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. I'd like a little bit more explanation if anybody knows it. I'd really like to know. And very excited we got through it today. I can't wait. I hope I get to do another one later. I don't have much to do other than I'm building kitchen cabinets and building my house, but little by little and dealing with all the trauma recently. Those of you who know, those of you who don't, I lost my husband and I'm just like processing everything, getting everything back to normal, and I don't think it'll ever be normal. But life is life, and I can't be sad when God keeps showing up. So I gotta keep showing up for Him too. I can't dwell on stuff because it's not gonna change anything. So to be able to spend time with you guys and be able to spend time with God that's my way of coping. So I love you guys so much. We got to get ready to go to check out this Christian school for Noah. Make my load a little lighter because, as you know, we're homeschooling right now, and it's a wee bit hard with emotions and the situations and stuff. You want to say something? Oh, he wanted me to show you really quick. He's here, but he didn't want to do the thing. Look, isn't she so pretty?
I have a dance party bowl, but I'm not gonna get it. They look so good with hanging out together.
They're so cute. Little McDonald's toys. He colored on it already. And love you. Mwah, big huggies. Mwah, I love you. Oh, look at this one. He put his tools on his eyes. It says play tool, play tool. He put little eyebrows on the little reindeer stuffy. We love stuffies. I didn't know they're fun. And this one's like a little ball reindeer. And he put tools, little germ or something. I don't even know what it is. It's a purple blob. It's so cute. Alright guys, thank you very much for spending time with me, and we love you very much, and oh, there he is. There he is! Hi!
We love you, and God loves you. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Have a great day, and hope to see you back here for chapter 20! Love you. Mwah.
Did you see my brand new lip?
Hello, why won't you